Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and if you didn't know, I own every single one of the Summer 2020 Ninjago sets. LEGO sent them to me. I feel very fortunate that LEGO sent them to me, but I have them all on hand, so I feel like I can give a good opinion on them. If you live in Europe, they'll be coming out tomorrow, and if you live elsewhere in the world, they might be coming out in August or July. I'm honestly not sure. We don't really have a rest of the world release date, but they first will come out in Europe tomorrow. So I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video just letting you guys know what sets I recommend, because you've seen my reviews, but now that I've reviewed them all, which ones do I think you should get? Now, a big part of that depends on what do you want in a set, right? Do you care about the best minifigures? Do you care about the best builds? Do you care about affordability? Like, what is the most important factor for you? So I'm going to give you a couple different suggestions, right? And then you can decide based on this video and based on my reviews what you think. If you want to check out my reviews for any of the sets, you can click the card in the top right corner. It'll take you to my playlist for all my Summer 2020 Ninjago reviews. I reviewed all 12 sets that are coming out, so you can take a look at them and see what you think. But I'm just going to give my thoughts in this video as to which ones you should buy. As always, before I get started, please press like and subscribe if you haven't. I post LEGO videos every single day of the week, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Now, onto the video. So I'd say, like, the smallest budget that you could have that would actually be a question, like, what sets do I buy? Because if you have a budget smaller than this, then you don't have many options. But I'd say the smallest budget for, like, multiple options is probably $50. So let's go into here with a $50 budget, okay? What would I recommend? So with a $50 budget, you've got a couple options. I honestly, with $50, I would just get whatever set comes with whoever your favorite ninja is, which if it's Kai, unfortunately, you don't have many options. There is the Kai Fighter, which comes with Legacy 2 Kai, but if you want Hero Kai, he's a minimum of $70, which I don't agree with. I don't think any ninja should be that expensive, but if your favorite ninja is Jay, Lloyd, or Nia, I would say get the Journey to the Skull Dungeons and maybe the Wu Dragon as well, because both of those are excellent sets that come with so many parts for the price, and you get 3 ninja plus Wu if you were to do that. But if you really like Cole or Zane, you could get the Mino creature instead. Personally, the Mino creature is my least favorite set of this entire wave, but it's still not bad. It's still a decent set. It gets you a part of the board game, it gets you Zane and Cole, so if you're only going to get one set and Zane or Cole is your favorite, I'd say that's not a bad one to get. It's just not, it's probably not what I would recommend if you're getting more than one. You could also get the Spinjitzu Bursts, right? Cole, Kai, and Lloyd all come in Spinjitzu Bursts, so if one of those is your favorite, you can always pick up one of those for $10. But it's like weirder versions of them, right? It's the Burst version, so I feel like you're probably better off getting a set from like Last Wave if you really want one of those minifigures. The Bursts are cool additions to stuff, but I wouldn't use them as your Lloyd, Cole, or Kai from this wave. So let's up the budget a little bit. Let's say you had $100, right? What would I recommend? You have a couple options with that. You could get this Skull Sorcerer's Dragon and Wu's Dragon. That would give you 2 dragons, right? Plus 3 ninja and the Skull Sorcerer. That's a decent choice, I think, because you have the 2 dragons, right? I feel like they're counterparts. One's obviously much bigger than the other. You get the main villain of the sets, and you get 3 ninja, including Kai, who is the rarest one. Plus 2 Awakened Warriors, which are the rarest of the villains, too. If you only really care about the ninja suits, you could get the Firestone Mech and the Journey to the Skull Dungeons. That would get you 3 of the orcs, but also get you 5 of the 6 ninja. It would be 2 Nias and no Zane, but everyone else you would have. And that's not... both of those sets I really like. I love the Firestone Mech and I love the Journey to the Skull Dungeons. But personally, if I had a $100 budget, no doubt I would just get the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeons. Because yeah, it only comes with 3 ninja, and if you buy other sets, you can get a different combination of ninja. But it gets you the main ninja of Cole, it gets you Lloyd and Zane, it gets you Princess Vania, who's exclusive to that set, it gets you the Skull Sorcerer, who's the main villain, and then you get 1 of each type of villain. You get 1 orc, 1 goblin, and 1 Awakened Warrior. Plus, that set is just excellent. I love that set so much. Like, it looks amazing. I can't recommend it enough. So, if you want the best set for $100, Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon, easily. Now let's take it up another notch. Say you have no budget, right? You still don't want to spend like all the money, because obviously with no budget you can just buy every set. You want to spend the least amount of money possible, but you want to get everything you can. What are the ways you can get everything? So the easiest solution, in my opinion, is just to get the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeons and the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon, right? You get 3 Awakened Warriors, 2 copies of the Skull Sorcerer, all 6 ninja, Princess Mania, an orc, and a goblin. That's at least 1 of each type of villain. You get the main villain, and you get all 6 ninja. That's an excellent choice. But there is a slightly more affordable way to do it, if you'd rather go the cheaper route. Because those 2 sets combined is $180, and personally, I think that is the best option if you want everything. But you could also just get the Firestone Mech, Zane's Mino creature, and the Journey to the Skull Dungeons. Those 3 combined would be $150, and would get you all 6 ninja, including an extra of Cole and Nia. it would get you 3 orcs and 2 goblins, and plus 3 pretty good sets. However, I feel like you're better off just spending the extra 30 to get the 2 bigger ones, because the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon is an excellent set, plus if you go the other way, you would only get the Ninja, you wouldn't get the Skull Sorcerer. You would get Princess Vania this way, you'd get an Awakened Warrior. If you do the Dragon and the Dungeons, honestly, the only figure you're missing out on is Gleck, right? The Goblin with the ears. And he comes in the $20 set, Woo's Dragon, so if you just pay another 20, you can have... If you pay another 20 for Woo's Dragon, you can essentially have every figure that comes in this wave, because you wouldn't have Mo either, the other orc, but Mo is just Mert without the armor, so if you just take the armor off Mert, you would have every single figure that comes in this wave, plus 3 Awakened Warriors and Woo. So I think $200 budget, getting those 3 is the best option. Now, let's say you don't care about minifigures, right? You just want the best sets possible, right? Because I'm coming from my point of view. I care more about the new stuff than Legacy, because Legacy is cool, but I would rather have the Season 13 stuff, so that's why I haven't mentioned the Kai Fighter much or mentioned Destiny's Bounty. So let's say you just want the best sets possible. I would say the Bounty and the Dungeons are by far my favorite sets of this wave. The Bounty is less exciting if you already have the movie Bounty, but it's by far the second best Bounty we've ever gotten, and it's the best show-accurate Bounty we've ever gotten. So I'd say that's a good one to pick up, especially if you don't have like the Monastery from last year, or you never collected the original wave of Ninjago. This gets you all the main characters, young Lloyd, Samurai X, and Woo. And it's a great value for the price. Excellent piece count, excellent build. I love that set. It's not as good as the movie Bounty, admittedly, but it's still a really good build. It's an excellent Bounty, and I love that set. And then the Dungeons, I already talked about. It's a great build. So big, so full. And it's the main central part of the board game as well. I forgot to mention that. If you're interested in playing the board game, you kind of need that set. The other sets aren't necessary, but that set is. You could play it with just the Journey to the Skull Dungeons, but it wouldn't be very fun because you only have like 6 tiles. This set is the main part of the board game. If you want to play the board game, you get that set. So I think that's about all I've got to say. If you're planning on going shopping tomorrow or August 1st or whenever the sets come out in the US and elsewhere, let me know. Obviously, I've been talking American prices this entire time because that's where I live. I live in America. But my sentiment still stands if you live elsewhere, because I'm sure the difference in price will be similar or the same wherever you live. So what I said will still stand no matter where you are, just the numbers will be different. But that's just my recommendations. Obviously, you can buy whatever you want and do whatever you want. This is just my advice as to if you're interested in the summer 2020 wave of Ninjago, that's what I would pick up if I were you. But let me know in the comments what sets you plan on picking up. Are you going to take my advice? Do you have other advice? Let me know. And if you've got good advice, I can pin it in the comments or something, because I want you guys to get the best deals possible and get all the sets you want. So if there's the one you particularly like, let me know in the comments and I'll talk with you guys about that. But I think that's about going to do it for today's video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't. I do LEGO videos every single day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.